Welcome back to the Old Barn on Ann Street. I hope you had a good week. Today we're going to finally finish this entryway that we've been looking at the last couple of weeks. And then we're going to take a look back and see what it looked like before all the work began. So let's get started. So today's job is a pretty small one, but an important, very visual one. We're continuing the work in the walls, putting insulation in it, winterizing the barn, at least this first floor of the barn. I'm going to work in the area, the walls around the side entry. Let me show you what I'm going to do. So you can see here, this is just the side entry where most people will come and go. That's what makes it such a visual spot. And what we need to do is get the insulation in there and then cover it over with some of the wood. I've reserved just a little bit of some offcuts of the wall, the wood we've been using for the wall. I think I might have enough to cover all of this, and then behind the door as well. There's also a little bit of rot at the bottom of that post. I'm going to cut that out and put a different plate underneath there, make that nice and solid. And so that's the work for today. So let's get started. Here we go. So there it is, the work we did for the entryway into the side entrance of the Old Barn on Ann Street. I really love all the things. I love the old wood on the floor. I love the way we've strengthened up the wall that right inside the door. Done all those things. It makes for a great welcoming entry to the whole barn. I tried to find some old videos or some pictures of what it looked like before. I could only find little clips, but take a look at what it looked like before we began. I really like when you can see that much progress from the before and the after, and I love the way everything has turned out. Next week, we're going to shift our focus a little bit, so here's a clip from next week. So market day is here. This is Janet's pop-up Christmas market in the barn. Christmas in the barn, she's calling it. About 15 minutes before we open, and the vendors are in there. Let me give you a quick walkthrough and show you who's here. We're excited. Thanks again for joining us for this week's episode of The Old Barn on Ann Street. If you haven't yet clicked on the portrait of the barn and become one of our subscribers, we would love for you to do so and add you to our subscriber family. Then you'd never miss an episode. I hope we see you again next week. And until then, have a good week. We'll see you then on The Old Barn on Ann Street.